Hi guys, happy holidays and happy new year. I hope you're having a good December. About a week ago, Trent, Alex, and I released a movie we made called Good Long P the Movie. And if you don't know what Good Long P is, it's a sort of shitposty meme page that Trent, Alex, and I made together about 2 years ago. And we set out to make a page that would act as sort of a vacation from our main content, where we could make the stupidest, quickest, silliest stuff imaginable and just make each other laugh, and anyone who wanted to join in on that laughter was welcome. And earlier this year we did the stupidest thing and decided to commit to doing a Good Long P feature. And what we did is Alex visited us in April in Los Angeles, and one night we sat down with 3 microphones and we just recorded improvised dialogue for what would ultimately be the movie. And we had no plan. We just hit record and for 3 hours just talked and made each other laugh and came up with where the plot was going. And from there, over the last 8 months, whenever we could, we would get together and work on this movie. And we probably put 20 to 30 days each of straight up animating and work into this movie this year. It was a quite intensive project, especially for such a side project for us. But Alex flew out one last time this month, and we're like, we gotta finish this thing by the end of the year. Because if you don't know, every year I put out at least one movie, not including the one I shoot during the Oscars. I try to make at least one proper feature a year. And I said to Alex, I'm like, I'm gonna count Good Long P the movie as my feature if we can get it done. And so we were dedicated. We're like, let's do it. And Alex flew out for 10 final days, and it was 10 days nonstop work. We lost a lot of sleep. Alex didn't sleep the last 2 nights he was here because he was grinding away on his last couple scenes, and I barely slept too. And it was just such a blast. It's such a stupid movie, such a funny movie. It was just us making each other laugh and us like letting loose and having our most like obscene, grotesque, gross out, shocking sides of our humor. You know, I feel like on my main channel I'll get dark, I'll get weird, but I never did get too shocking or graphic. But it's fun to have Good Long P to be a place where we could just be obscene and have fun with it. And it's been great to see people watch it. It's a really fun movie, I think. But every year, most of my movies are very intimate and personal and emotional. And I guess maybe it's just an off year. I needed a break because, you know, I released Pretend That You Love Me in 2020, Drowning in Potential in 2021, and last year I released We Have to Leave Here Together. And all of those are probably some of my proudest projects I've made. They're very like grounded and character and emotion driven, and I'm very proud of them. But I also have a silly side to me, and I've never been opposed to being silly and stupid and goofy. And I guess Good Long P the movie is the most unabashed way to do that. And it was a lot of fun. And I just want to say, like, I think despite it being totally different, you know, it's like JPEGs animated, or PNGs rather, but animated, keyframed. It was all animated in Premiere, which was the stupidest way to do it, but I don't like After Effects, so we just committed to doing it in Adobe Premiere. And it still adheres to a lot of the core tenets of my filmmaking. Firstly, it's as improvised as improv gets, you know, just sitting down one night with microphones and recording, like, with no plan, is the most raw way. And you're like, we'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out in animation, how to convey this story visually. But we had a pretty good mental image as we went. And it's the rawest, most crazy form of improv because there was no limits, you know. The fact that you're just laying down the voice acting meant we could, like, go to different dimensions, do crazy stuff, do the crazy violent action scenes and intense stuff, and then we're like, we'll animate this later, and we did, and we went overboard. And the style of animation, well, more intense than it deserves, you know, that movie probably got like collective 90 days man hours into it, but with that said, it's very accessible. You know, you look at it and it doesn't cost anything. You know, we just used a lot of tools available to us to make the backgrounds. We used a lot of Photoshop to generate the characters and piece them together, and you know, we just cut out our faces and had a bunch of different expressions and would interchange them. A lot of nesting on the timeline, but ultimately it's a very accessible style, and you could see one person running with a style like that, something similar to it, and making any sort of movie, either their own comedy, or you could even make something intensely personal. Like you could probably make like a It's Such a Beautiful Day, like Don Hertzfeldt style movie using a similar style. And once again, zero budget. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. You don't even need a camera, you know. But for that style, you just need a computer and a remote understanding of some programs like Photoshop to piece it together. And yeah, I think it's such a silly, I keep saying silly, but such a silly project to like talk about seriously, because you watch it and it's just full of pee and I'm the like villain, I'm the worst guy in the world in the movie, and I cause all the problems of the movie just by being like a selfish, insane man. But it is also such an ode to like making your friends laugh and getting together and creating something and doing it for no reason other than to do it, because that movie got instantly demonetized. It got it got hit with limited ads, which means it's gonna make pennies, and that's okay, because it wasn't made to make money. It was made to just have fun and to have something up at the end of the year for people to enjoy, and it's always going to be up for people to enjoy. And if you're a Good Long P fan, a Good Long P head, you probably were wondering why we went silent for 3 to 4 months, and it's because we told ourselves, we're like, we can't upload on Good Long P until we do this project, because it was on the back burner all year and we just wanted to get it done. So I think we're back. We'll be posting some movie related content soon, just silly like stuff that only Good Long P could do to promo a movie. We want to just be as stupid as possible with it. But yeah, I hope you check it out if you want to have a laugh. I think it's a good movie to gather some friends together and laugh. It has a lot of like just like obscene stuff that I think would make anyone just like kind of burst out laughing. I don't know. But thanks for watching everything, guys. Thanks for watching everything of mine, from the most serious, dramatic movies to the stupidest fart joke movies. I like to have that all sides of my personality displayed in my art. I think that's more honest than just leaning one way or the other. I think we are all multifaceted, and life is a little more rich if we embrace that multifacetedness within ourselves. So thanks for watching. I hope you're having a good new year as the new year comes around. And I love you guys, and I love movies, and I love Good Long P, and I love Good Long P the movie. Have a nice day. Bye bye. I got a wet butt. I sat on a branch and got a wet butt.